I got me talking now. It's been a crazy one. But then again, what's new? So many things I want to cover today, but one in particular. How it's set up right now, and I don't bump into any familiar faces. None. Which is ironic for me. But when I do, and I can only think of one other time in the past maybe year, could be longer, because time has passed by so vastly, we're older, and so we can play kind of like we don't recognize one another. But y'all know how people do that, and you recognize each other. Especially when you know they're a gangster stalk victim. So it's easy for both of you to pretend to be unfamiliar. And that happened once, like I said, maybe a year ago, at one of the basketball courts, the Cherry Hill basketball court, with a guy that was a longtime member, like I, at the gym in Philadelphia. I was there for 30 years, over 30 years. But today, at the Walmart, I saw a black female that as teenagers, I took her under my wing like a little sister. I was dating her older sister. Not a vast age difference. She today would probably be about 56, 57 maybe 58. Meaning she was, about 2 years younger than us. Her sister and I were the same age. This was out in Jersey. Anyway, long story short, I felt some familiarity when I saw her as we're approaching one another in Walmart. And again, no acknowledgement, but you could see something familiar. We both did. Matter of fact, I keep saying we both did. They know that I'm the gangster stalk victim, and they know me. To me, it's been a while. It's got to come to me. The guy at the gym was balding and stuff and trying to hold on to his hair. I knew something familiar, and then it finally came to me. I got to remind myself, we've aged. And then it came to me. With her, she gained about, oh my goodness. That's why it didn't come to me right away. And she looked a little lighter. I remember being dark-skinned. So it didn't come to me. And then I told y'all this thing, man. This thing is deep. It tells me spiritually. It tells me that's Lisa. I'm telling y'all, it's the thing. It's the same thing that told me who my mother's oldest daughter was by. This thing pops up and enlightens you. So I turn around and say, is that who that is? almost like I'm talking to her. Is that what and I turn around, and then she's at the bread, like, and she's trying to kill time because I hope you didn't recognize me. So then, and I'm standing there because I want to see the face again. And so when she turns, and she's almost about to walk towards me again, oh God, and she goes back to the breads because she didn't want to deal with. I guess they're following me like that. She didn't want to hear my mouth or anything about, my goodness, I didn't recognize you. You're walking around with another teenager on your back. And in other words, she's heavy. She shouldn't be that heavy. But she's nowhere near, and I'm going to put both pictures up. She's nowhere near her sister's size, which is a damn disgrace. And her sister I used to date, they were small girls. Not small, but they weren't big. But they were fast, like to do the hoochie coochie, like to eat. Not bad girls, that's just what they were into. They like to eat. And I told y'all at my heaviest I was 245. I'll come back to that because I'm really wrestling y'all. I tell y'all all the time, if you eat right, there's no reason to be fat. For this past 6 months, I promised myself no fast food. Well, I don't eat out anyway. Not fast food, but no processed foods, no cheating with, a donut here or there. What else would I cheat with? The ice cream I stopped a while ago. Pudding with a cupcake or something. I would treat myself on the weekends. But I was eating meat. I would took the cheese out. But I would still eat the spaghetti and with the I guess ground turkey or whatever. But I was eating. And I told y'all the shop at the supermarket used to be my pastor. So I had my way with what I wanted, And now that it's very, very limited, when I want a snack or what, I got to grab a couple of peanuts, maybe some grapes, stuff that don't stick. That kind of stuff used to help keep the pounds on. But we keep pounds on unhealthily. And I'm going to show y'all that video again. Just that little small clip that I put at the end of the 8th edition, part 1. Where the guy says that, I can eat anything when I'm out of the country. But when I come back and I'll lose weight. But when I come back to America, I packs it on. Because we jack the food up. Y'all getting me, I'm getting on another subject. But my point is, they knew how to eat. Bad, like y'all do. Like I used to. They got me up. They taught me how to get to 245. Jill, her sister. Jill used to put the mayonnaise and I didn't know you could put mayonnaise and mustard on the same sandwich or cheesesteak or whatever till I met them. They taught me all kind of bad habits. And you'll see when I show you her sister's size now. I tell you all the time, my ministry is for younger people because it'll discourage older people. Older folks, once y'all lose all that weight and try to do something with all that skin and all that, y'all get discouraged. My ministry is for younger folks. Take what y'all can from it if you can, but my ministry is for younger folks. But I'm going to show y'all. She turned back around. Lisa did. That's the younger sister. She turned back around to the bread. Then eventually she got her her bravery up, and she walked over to the self-checkout next to me. I probably knew I wasn't going nowhere until I had my camera on, till I got a good picture. And we'll see how good I got it. I didn't take my camera. I didn't take my phone out. So hopefully my camera got it pretty good. Yeah, that's what they're doing there. That's the second time that I can think of that I bumped into somebody that's familiar, that knows me from the past. Nobody's allowed to speak to me and say anything. Nobody. And she didn't. Again, it was like a little sister under mine. But that's what it is. But eating like that, and I think she was driving a bus. I think she drove for SEPTA or something. So all that sitting and eating, the way they eat, you couldn't help. I'm not surprised that she's that size. It didn't come to me at first. And again, this thing kind of, that's Lisa. Because I would have just said, oh, she looked familiar. No, if she looked like somebody, and it kept it moving. This thing come up in my spirit. Said, that's Lisa. I turned around. It was her. But they can't be familiar with you. I keep telling y'all, she worked for SEPTA. Probably still do. But working all them years for jobs, y'all have to be a part of this cult. That's what this is all about. You have to be down with this thing. You have to be. You have to know who the targets are. What the heck is that? You have to know what the targets are, who the targets are. She couldn't say nothing. We didn't say no. I don't know how good any of that stuff came on the camera, but I'll show you. And again, I'll show you her sister, how big she got. Y'all have to take care of yourself, man. This devil will trick you, and before you know it, you're in your own prison. Them bodies, you're in your own prison. You're in your own prison. In these bodies. But my thing is, and I was going to talk about that too, I'm struggling hard because I'm eating right. And you cannot, just like I used to tell people, when you box, and I got to see this is another thing, you got to see the caution sign, the voodoo caution fallen man sign everywhere. Everywhere I go, actually. Everywhere I go. That's everywhere I go. It was as soon as I got to the dermatologist, as soon as I walked in the door, the dermatologist's office, there's the sign. It's everywhere you go. One of the dailies, I think it was last week, I just did a caution sign thing for y'all for the whole day. I did the caution sign. I'm wobbling real good too, y'all. I used to wonder why my uncle Albert used to wobble so much. As a kid, you thought, oh yeah, because he drinking, he got corns on his feet and all. I used to make all kind of excuses in the natural. When they hex you with this spirit, with this thing, you're all over the place. My neighbor Fred, who they voodoo stroked out, I don't know if it's 2 years ago now. I used to ask him all the time, you sure you don't drink? He said, I stopped drinking. I lost my family. He didn't lose his family. When you're a gangster stalk victim, they snatch your family. He think he did. Well, that's the excuse he gave. I lost my family because I was drinking like that. I don't have them drinking such and such. But I couldn't believe it. This is before I knew about all this. I ain't believe it. He used to stagger all up and down the hallway. But I never seen him drink. Never smelled nothing on him. But I just thought he got to drink. I go to the VA hospital. I used to go to the VA hospital. I would say, they drinking this early in the morning. Look at this. Ain't nobody drinking and go to the doctor. That's voodoo. Y'all should see me. They won't show you the cameras. She showed me the camera by accident one time. So she was trying to avoid showing me who was in my apartment. This was early on. She was trying to avoid showing me. I said, I got all kind of dents in my carpet. I was with Mary at the time. And Mary would look at her phone and hide it from me because she was watching them in my apartment. That's when she took me to the restaurant, to the soul food restaurant out here. She was always, and I ain't never catch on. She was always able to get in my apartment, my house, wherever I was at, by making it a Father's Day thing, getting me away from wherever. And that was on Father's Day. And there was dents all in my carpet, right there. And I went down the next day and I said, I want to see your cameras because somebody was in my apartment. And that's when we had the young black guy, the one who tried to pull my coat and said, what you think this meeting is about? This is when she was supposed to be in there. It was all set up. They all gangster stalking. And I don't want to hear about nobody selling drugs. That was around the time when they said that they would allude to the fact that, we're going to plant, we're going to plant drugs in your apartment or whatever. That was around that time. This was right before I moved to my car because it was crazy. And then they would have people plant people outside my door and stuff. That's what the cameras is out there. They'd have people walk past your door and do stupid stuff, like they in front of you, like they at your door. It was crazy. So, and they know everything in psychic. They knew that's what I was thinking. They would have people walking with their walkie-talkie phone through the hallway. The cops was coming. It was crazy. Same thing in Marvin when I went to Marvin's, right after. They would have the cops zooming through his apartment complex like here they come. It was crazy. It's gangster stalking. It's gangster stalking. Now they talking about putting the place up for sale. They said the place is, they got new buyers or whatever. And want to raise the rent all the way up. This is gangster stuff. This is gangster stuff. This is what they do. If you're a target, you're a target. My Uncle Albie lived on the streets as long as I know. I was a kid. For as long as I know, as I can remember. It's all right with everybody else. I thought that was it. I thought I had a decent church-going family or whatever. They went with every now and then, but I thought I had a church-going family. I didn't know it was a satanic churches though, and there's sacrifices. There are sacrifices with that. You can't sacrifice a stranger. You can't sacrifice a stranger. The bigger the sacrifice, the bigger the reward, I guess. Them cats right there sacrifice some cats. The bigger the sacrifice, the bigger the reward. Y'all got me talking. Yeah, they put the place up for sale. Supposedly. This is another part of gangster stalking. And I'll show y'all how they have to set up skits. Because you got to catch me when you can. It ain't like I'm out here all day and every day and hanging around here. When I leave here, I go do what I'm going to do, take care of everybody. When I get back, I'm back up here. This is why the guy who just died down the hallway, his daughter was outside my door when I left out that day. This is why when I left out the day prior, the witches across the hallway was out there with the vacuum, waiting to talk. They all know all my moves, so they whenever I'm almost close to getting out of here, they tell them, go ahead up, or come on out your apartment now. Here he comes. This is why the 70-year-old black simp, Uncle Tom, when I told him about himself, with the Jesus hat on, putting the card in the hallway, had to come back out, had to catch me the next day. They told him, here he comes, he's coming out of his room. He's coming out of his apartment. As soon as I open my door, he's right there waiting. This is how this works. Just now, the black security woman I always tell y'all about, who always happened to be getting out of her car when I get out of my car. She was right there, moseying and trying, and I said, she's trying to, because there's always a skit. I'm wondering what her skit is this time. Hey, did you find anywhere? Did you find somewhere to another place? It's all skits all day long. Set up skits. All of them. I get dressed and get in my bed. Not dressed. I get my meal out the oven and everything. Get comfortable. I'm in my underwear. As soon as I go to my bed, here comes the manager, and at the time, the new girl in the office. She wants her to see, this is how we do this is how we do. If he get in the shower, if he get on the toilet, if he's sleeping real hard, if he get his food, this is how we do. She brought her up. And I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to show you. She had just was at my door. She knows all the black Jesus on my door. She was just at my door. I'm going to show y'all when I went in her office about a couple years ago, to tell her what they're hanging out. You got this derelict hanging outside my door. That was part of it. That was a skit too. She spits it out of her mouth. Let me look at the cameras first, and then I'll call you and let me look. You're in 2307, right? They know where you at. And then to come right up and say, oh, well, I didn't know this would do this. I know you don't know all 300 residents, but you know the gangster stalk victim. 2307, like you said. A year ago, a year prior. It's the same gangster stalk victim. The same apartment. They're all devils and liars. Y'all getting me riled up. This is a video by itself, man. I'm gonna put the pictures with them girls though. Man, I had so much. This is a video by itself. I ain't playing with this. Yeah, this is all by itself. Got so much I wanted to talk about, and then when I rear off, it takes from a lot of other stuff. I have to make another video, but I want to make a video about that sale. We're going to see if it's real or fraudulent or what. But because I've been making a fuss and telling the truth about what I've been dealing with since I've been here, as a gangster stalk victim, and the gangster stalk victims that I've seen, what happened to them, here at Barrington Mews, it could be real. They trying to get out from under that. He sounded like he got some kind of lawsuit against her. They wetting the steps. They putting carts in front. They putting bed bugs in his apartment. He sounded like he got something. They entering his apartment as soon as he leave. Late in the day. This ain't in the morning. This ain't in the morning. I would leave late in the afternoon, so I knew there's no excuse. You could have caught me. They come late in the afternoon and do nothing. You know what they did, though? You know what they wanted? One of the reasons they came, I don't know what else they did because they walked out of view of my camera. One of the other reasons they came is for this. I got the camera on me. I hope I'm getting it. But this is what they wanted to see, live and in person. And I'll let you see their one standing in the doorway, peeping from the doorway, and then he opens it a little more so he can see my camera a little better and see how I got it set up. But that one character walks out of the picture. I ain't seen him since. Walks out of the picture. It's supposed to be some inspector. That stuff ain't get that little. I'm gonna show y'all how quickly he fixed that sink that I had put in January. This was in May when they came. That I had put in January. I counted it 2 minutes and 2 seconds. One day I'm gonna just say, because I don't want to be y'all see how long-winded I am. I'm just gonna let y'all, I'm just gonna say this is the sink that took from, I put it in on January 1st and it got done in May, whatever. I'm gonna leave it alone because that way it's quick. It's only 2 minutes. He tries to make conversation because he knew that was way too quick. And it was weeks, maybe months, after they walked in my apartment and walked back out doing nothing. Lawsuit if I want it. They're trying to get it from under that. They're watching my video. Of course they're watching my video. But the big wig got to be watching it too. He knows what's going on in this building. It's his building. Let me sell and get away from this. Or let me change my name. Let me put it in somebody else's name. It's still mine. But we got to get from under that. He talking about all this we done did. We got to get from under this. That sounds like a lawsuit. But I'm going to keep y'all posted, man. These cats here, boy, I told you gangster stalking is about ultimately homelessness and stuff like that. And they want me to bring up names and all that they did. Gangster stalking is ultimately about homelessness. I'll share with you all that they did this to. They want me to bring stuff up. And lawsuits and all that stuff, they keep playing. Even though they scared every lawyer I had from intellectual property lawyers with my screenplays and stuff, my movies. With my they hit me with the voodoo thing episode when I talked about the VA and putting me on all the meds and they knew what worked. You're not taking them to court. That's one thing you ain't doing. Gangster stalkers don't let it get that far. That's when stuff happens. Gangster stalkers don't let it get that far. Even though they say I get nothing but jury license plates, judge license plate, law license plate, lawyers, government, press, president. They got everybody in it. They everywhere. They just don't like going there. They ain't gonna lose. They think they ain't gonna lose, but they just don't like going there. They scared every lawyer that was gung ho to represent me away. And then my voodoo episode. Then they filled this place with nothing but cameras. I'm sure this apartment is all tripped out. Phone, laptops, computers, all that stuff. They're getting this live. Y'all be getting me started, man. Yeah, but they're trying to get get from under that. It still don't look good, the lawsuit. It still don't look good. Yeah, y'all got me talking. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that, man. It's a half hour. Once I get going, y'all know I can get going. It's a half hour, but it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. She just headed me off and wanted to find out because they all need to know where your mind is at with stuff. They want to know where you was at when the last person on the floor died. Just got here. They want to know where you at. Okay, now with this housing thing, he ain't made a move. They done talked about putting things together for lawyer, free lawyer consultation, Section 8, come down to the office and sign up. He ain't moved. Where he at? Find out where he at. They trying to find out where is it? Because it scares them every day. I got my camera in the window. Or I'm in my car, videotape when they get off. It spooks the hell out of them. The manager more than anything. She sent him out. Go look and see where he at. What he doing in his car. I'm going to show y'all that one day. Go look and see. Especially in the beginning. Go look and see. Go peep. What he doing? Is he out there? He out there. Zoom to a car and then rush off. They trying to see what's going on. Woo! See the 64 backwards? That's how they do stuff. crazy to watch somebody. She's got her all black on too. It's crazy to watch somebody. I think the last time you saw them, they were about 14 or 15. And the next time you see them, they're moving like a fat old woman. That's crazy. That part is crazy. That part is crazy. Cause she wobbling like a fat old woman. Wow.